first grade friends. Today we're going to continue reading That Book Woman. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. Today we're going to look at our main character, Cal, and we're going to see how he is feeling. We're going to see if his feelings change throughout the story. You're going to be working with me and Mrs. Spears today. So listen to Miss Spears as she introduces the lesson, and I will be reading the story to you. Listen carefully.
Hello, fantastic first graders, and welcome back to Wit and Wisdom in Sync. My name is Tanisha Spears, and I am excited to get back to work today. But before we do, let's make sure you have all of your materials ready. For this lesson, you will need your copy of That Book Woman if you have one. You'll need your Wit and Wisdom in Sync journal and a pencil. Pause the video if you need to gather your materials. In previous work, we made observations about what we noticed and wonder, and we retold the story using the story elements. We identified the characters, the setting, the problem, and the resolution. And in today's lesson, we will be thinking about this question. What does looking at the main character's feelings reveal to us? Remember, reveal means to find or uncover information. So today we will be exploring the main character's feelings to find out more information. We'll revisit or closely read parts of the book to learn more about Cal's feelings. I'll be rereading parts of this book, and as I read aloud, you can act out Cal's feelings using facial expressions. And after I read, we'll discuss Cal's feelings. Let's start with page 12. If you have a book, you can follow along with me. Remember to make a face to show how Cal is feeling.
All right, here we go. Page 12. Now, what that lady brings, it's sure no treasure, not to me, but books? Would you believe? A passel of books she's packed clear up the mountainside. A hard day's ride, and all for nothing, I reckon. For if she aims to sell her wares, just like the tinker man who travels round with pots and pans and such, it's but a plain and simple fact that we have no greenbacks here, no shiny coins to spend. So what he's saying is that if she is acting like a man that he likes to sell his pots and pans to everybody, he's thinking that she's trying to sell him some books. But he says, we don't have money here, not to spend on books. Leastways not on dumb old books. So how do you think Cal is feeling?
How do you think Cal feels? And what text evidence makes you say that? How do you think he feels? Did you make a face showing that Cal was mad or angry or upset? I'm sure you did. And what text evidence makes you think that? I think he might be mad because he can't understand why someone would bring books all the way up a mountain. Perhaps he thinks it's a waste of time. He may also feel angry because he doesn't want any of the books. Let's try another page. I pick a book with words and pictures.
All right, here we go. Here's another page. Let's see how Cal is feeling now. I pick a book with words and pictures too, and hold it out. Teach me what it says. And Lark, she does not laugh or even tease, and makes a place and quiet like we start to read. So how do you think Cal is feeling now? You'll hear Miss Spears say text evidence. Remember, the text is the book. And we are trying to find evidence or proof that Cal is feeling that way.
Now, how do you think Cal feels? And what text evidence makes you say that? Did you make a face showing that Cal was curious or feeling thoughtful? What text evidence makes you think that? I think maybe he's curious to find out why people like reading. Perhaps he's feeling thoughtful or serious as he asks Lark to help him learn to read. What do you think? Okay, let's try one more page. I open up.
All right, here we go. One more page. I open up the book I'm holding, a new one brought this very day. Just chicken scratch, I used to figure, but now I see what's truly there, and I read a little out. That's gift enough, she says, and smiles so big it makes me smile right back. So how is Cal feeling now?
Remember, this is the page when he reads a book to the bookwoman. So now think, how do you think Cal feels? What evidence from the text makes you say that? Did you make a face showing that Cal was happy or proud or excited? What text evidence made you think that? I think that he might be proud of himself because he has learned to read. And perhaps he was excited and happy because the bookwoman was also smiling after she heard him read. Let's review Cal's feelings. Take a look at the chart on the screen. What do you notice about the feelings we recorded on the chart? And how did Cal's feelings change? You will notice the words we use to describe Cal's feelings are adjectives. Did you think about how Cal felt upset at the beginning and that he didn't understand why the bookwoman was coming to his house and he didn't want to read? But then he becomes more curious and decides he wants to learn how to read. And then by the end, he's happy and proud because he could read for the bookwoman. I'm sure you thought all of those things. And what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to think about those adjectives. And I want you to use these sentence frames to describe how Cal's feelings change. You can share with your learning partner or just say the sentences aloud. In the beginning, Cal feels, and then you would describe how he feels. And in the end, Cal feels, and then you would add another adjective to describe how he feels. Are you ready to try?
So now you are going to try to tell how is Cal feeling in the beginning and how is he feeling at the end. You're going to use these two sentence starters. In the beginning, Cal feels blank. In the end, Cal feels blank. Remember to do all the things that we do when we write good sentences, to have a capital letter and an end mark. And I will also put the feeling chart up for you to be able to look at so that you could see what his feelings were like on page 12 and the other pages that we looked at. So look carefully at the feeling chart so that you can fill out these two sentences. Write these sentences in your journal and take a picture of them so that your teacher can see your work. So here is the feelings chart I told you I would share. Here are your sentence frames. In the beginning, Cal feels. In the end, Cal feels. Make sure you fill in those blanks with a feeling word. So you could choose, here's what he felt in the beginning, either mad, angry, or upset. And then here's how he felt in the end, either happy, proud, or excited. So remember, think about how he was feeling in the beginning and the end and record those in your journal. I challenge you to also add a picture so that you will be able to see his feelings in the beginning and the end. Great job today, first grade. I can't wait to see what you've done in your journal.